For many Pacific Islanders, the ocean is part of our way of life, and climate change is disrupting marine biodiversity, creating ocean acidification, and more.
The oceans are really very important to the climate change discussions because oceans are a major driver of the climate system, but the ocean ecosystems are also very vulnerable to climate change. So what we're hoping to achieve is to have better discussions, better treatment of ocean ecosystems here at COP28 and moving forward. I mean, the oceans do absorb quite a lot of carbon dioxide, which is great for the atmosphere, but it's not so great for the oceans because they become more acidic, and that has an impact on coral reefs, on different marine species in different ways. So it has a knock-on effect that really creates a deterioration of the ocean ecosystems. For the Pacific, the oceans are a vital part of economies, about culture, about livelihoods, about societies. So it's really important that we get better treatment of ocean ecosystems issues within the climate change negotiations. And that will then eventually, of course, require decisions being made around capacity building, technology transfer and finance. We desperately need more financing for dealing with the ocean ecosystems in the Pacific. Well, there's definitely been an improvement, but we're not quite there yet. We had a much more focused discussion at the intersessional meeting in June in the Climate Change and Oceans Dialogue, and we just had the report presented yesterday. So we're definitely making progress, but we're not quite there yet. We need to have all of the different so-called constituted bodies under the convention, like the Adaptation Committee, the Finance Committee, and so forth, to have some discussions around ocean issues as it relates to their work areas. That way we can try and integrate this into all of the work programs rather than creating a sort of standalone work program on oceans, which would be just another agenda item. It's more important to try and integrate and mainstream oceans into the other discussions. The Pacific have been meeting with a group that's called the Friends of the Ocean, and we're hopeful that we can persuade those countries to provide some more resourcing. We have had some success in the past. Limited amounts of funding, for example, around ocean acidification in the Pacific, but we need to do quite a bit more. It's really about ensuring that we have the right research, systematic observation and monitoring systems in the Pacific so that we can really understand the impacts of climate change on our ocean ecosystems.
Although pledges have not been made yet for oceans, it's still early days in the COP and we're all hopeful. This is Mareva Cameron for Pacifica TV.